Uh, man. Second season of a couple of Cuckoos. It's not good. It is downright disappointing. Honestly, one of the biggest disappointments to come out of the year. And honestly, going into this new season of a couple of Cuckoos, I was expecting something big, something interesting to go on. And I didn't get that at all with the second season. We're only 4 episodes in, and then immediately dropping it. I'm waving the white flag because, man, there's just nothing going on that's keeping me interested and worth wasting my time and energy on. So I'm just gonna drop this right away, just to kind of cut through the bullshit and just give you my thoughts and feelings of the show right away. So, if you haven't heard, A Couple of Cuckoos was essentially an anime that came out back in 2022, spring of 2022, by Synergy SP and Shinen Animation Studios. Two studios collaborating for this one amazing stinker of an anime. And believe me, when I say stinker of an anime, I actually like this show. This show somehow captivated me for 24 episodes straight when it came out back in 2022. I would consider this like one of the best fun, bad, trashy animes come out of the year. Um, just because it had its really weird plot synopsis, its blatant and obvious ripoff of being like the quintessential quintuplets spinoff, and overall, I had a pretty fun time watching it. And somehow, the show even had like some of the most gorgeous animations come out that year. Because again, if it's under Shinen Animation Studios, which if you know, they have a pretty big reputation for coming out with some of the best animated shows to come out of recent memory. More specifically, with shows like this and shows like this. So, with a couple of Cuckoo season one coming to an end back in 2022, I thought that this was it for the franchise. But then when a season two was announced, I was like, okay, my skepticism really got the best of me. And second season comes along. It finally comes out. It's confirmed to come out of this year, the summer. And I gotta say, what the fuck happened? What? Huh? Like, where to begin with this thing? For starters, this is no longer under Shinen Animations or Synergy SP Studios. This is under one studio, under Okurutsu Noboru Studios, a studio that I have given nothing but praises on because they are known for coming out with some of the best fun, bad, trashy anime of this decade so far, with Hidden Dungeon, Tomodachi Games, even Viral Hit to name a few that I absolutely love and respect for this studio. And I want to make this clear. I think that the fault of of the season two isn't the fault of Okoro Nobu Studios by a long shot. I mean, it is to be expected that with certain shows of this niche of this anime, that a second season would be inevitable and would be passed down to another studio. Take, for example, the likes of Quintessential Quintuple Season 2, which I've already referenced many times in past videos, but that second season was infamous because originally it was under Tezuka Productions, and when the second season came out, um, Bill Bear Animation Studios took over the second season and proved to be much better than the first season despite the new animation studio changes. And unfortunately, with season two, this is unfortunately we're going backwards. We're going fucking backwards because holy shit, the animation is a massive fucking downgrade from the first season. Like, not only is it trying to be like as crisp and clean as like the first season was, but like there are moments in the second season where it tries to go like that humorous, like kooky direction, and the animation looks like a flat, like flat drawing of the characters that we see interacting in the show, and it feels like I'm watching like crayons fucking being drawn on every now and then. It's so bad. It really is. And on top of it, again, we're only 4 episodes deep into the show right now, and I can tell you that the introduction of our newest character here, which I'm going to get into, is super underwhelming. Because, again, I've seen shows that go into this format and done it super well, much more successful to a better success that I would rather talk about and praise upon. And this is just not it. I just think that it was already good enough with just these three characters alone, with the likes of um, forgive me, from Sachi to Erika to Hiro Sagawa, like all three of these characters going for our main boy Nagi was perfect enough to be like, okay, this is like a pretty good balance. I thought that with the chemistry going on between all four of these characters, that it was going to be great. And then they decided to introduce our new character, Ai Mochizuki, who is the surprise twist that she's like a childhood friend of Nagi-kun, and that she left China to fulfill her father's work, and now she's able to fulfill her dream to travel everywhere she wants, which results in her going back to her hometown to marry Nagi once and for all. And that's pretty much the premise of how season two starts, where essentially it kicks off to where all four main characters are essentially kind of resuming and chilling like it was from the first season, and all of a sudden, I comes out of nowhere and essentially wants to marry a main character, and it's like, okay, that's cool, like something like that would let me hook, but for some reason I don't know what it is, but the second season was just so underwhelming that even with the introduction of our new character here, it just made the show less and less interesting. And today's episode was really the straw that broke the camel's back, because this today's episode really was just like a showcase of like, oh yeah, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to marry Nagi. I'm going to make sure I pester Sachi and Erika and Hiro, and basically kind of like eye them out so that this girl right here gets to marry Nagi-san. And it's just like, it's so like one nonchalant, one dimensional as hell, and it's just like, again, I feel like we've seen this exact type of comedy and exact type of plot point already being done, and was somehow entertainingly fun bad from the first season. And again, I remember this first season so goddamn well. There were moments in this first season that had a lot of serious, heartfelt moments, and then there were moments where it was like trying to be like stupid fun bad for the sake of being stupid fun bad, and I loved it. I loved the shit out of it. I'm not getting that at all with the second season. It feels like it is just one big joke for the sake of being a huge fucking joke. Like, overall, the characters in this show are a huge downgrade from one another. Animation's pretty dog shit. The new theme song for this feels like a huge downgrade. And I remember the fucking theme song for this first season, which was a banger. This is just not a banger. It just feels like a huge flat downgrade of a banger. And overall, I'm actually just unfortunately disappointed with this show, because I really thought that going to the second season, it was going to be another fun bad anime that was a slam dunk, considering that I loved the first season, and this just isn't it. This truly, unfortunately, is not it. So yeah, a couple of Cuckoo season two, it's not good. I am dropping it as of me recording this video, and I would have to give it like a light three at best if I had to rate from just the four episodes alone. It's not a good show. I wouldn't recommend watching it. You're better off just watching the first season, and you're more or less satisfied with that. Second season is just utter garbage, and I'm gonna say that right there. So yeah, just want to talk about it because again, another disappointing show that I thought was going to be a fun, bad, trashy anime, and it didn't live up to my expectations. So yep, I'll see you on the next one later.